Ask yourself, are you willing to make sacrifices to give yourself a better tomorrow? Hello guys, I'm Yui. I'm an IELTS trainer. I've got band 8 for the IELTS test and 113 points for the TOEFL IBT exam. I've been teaching English for 10 years and practicing as an IELTS trainer for more than 5 years. Well, everybody knows that getting a high score in the IELTS test is obviously fraught with difficulty. For beginners, it's a long, arduous journey and there are so many things involved that you barely know what to do first. So, this is my advice. First of all, listen to big winners, those who pass the IELTS exam with excellent grades. Each winner will have his or her own recipe for success. Listening to their stories can help you identify things that hinder your progress and work to overcome them so that you can increase proficiency in English. This is why I'm making this video clip to show you the secrets that helped me ace the IELTS and to empower you to get through the test. So here are my essential ingredients for a perfect score in the IELTS exam. Ingredient number 1, find the most suitable tactics for you. By spending time experimenting with various methods used by high-scoring candidates or reputable IELTS trainers, you're very likely to work out the most appropriate approach to the IELTS test for yourself. In my case, after some extensive experimentation, I finally found one person whose tactics proved absolutely suitable and efficacious for me, and that's Mr. Simon, a British ex-examiner of the IELTS test. I strictly followed his 2 popular methods of paragraph development, IEE, and 1, 2, 3, every time I practiced writing essays. After 3 months training, I took the IELTS exam and scored 8 in the writing test. That's not to say Mr. Simon's tactics were the only contributor to my good performance on the exam, but truly they played a crucial role in it. So it's time to research and experiment. Ingredient number 2, learn 5 collocations a day. Now think of some phrases you are most likely to use in a biodiversity-themed essay, like bảo tồn các loài động vật có nguy cơ tuyệt chủng, nâng cao nhận thức công chúng về nhu cầu bảo vệ môi trường, nói lên những lo ngại về môi trường của bạn thông qua các phương tiện truyền thông xã hội. Well, if you combine words in your own way to turn those phrases into English, then it's possible that your expressions might sound unnatural, or they might even mislead readers about the intended meanings of the original phrases. So why don't you pause the video and think about how you're going to say those phrases in English? Then resume and see if there is any difference between your inventions and the following collocations. Firstly, bảo tồn các loài động vật có nguy cơ tuyệt chủng is equivalent to conserve endangered animal species. Next, nâng cao nhận thức công chúng về nhu cầu bảo vệ môi trường has the same meaning as raise public awareness of the need to protect the environment. And finally, nói lên những lo ngại về môi trường của bạn thông qua các phương tiện truyền thông xã hội is the same as voice your environmental concerns via social media. Bear in mind that the ability to combine words with some awareness of collocation is categorically stated as one of the requirements for obtaining band 7 and above in the writing and speaking tests. So why not set yourself a vocabulary goal and work towards it starting today? Ingredient number 3, expose yourself to English every day. If you want a brilliant score in the IELTS test, learning test-taking strategies isn't just good enough. Using them can lead to improvement in accuracy and efficiency with which you answer the questions. But without a high level of proficiency in English, those improvements make little or even no impact on your score. So how can you become an advanced learner of English? While I don't deny the role of formal instruction, I believe this also has a lot to do with the frequency with which you expose yourself to English outside the classroom. Things like listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, writing Facebook status updates in English, joining an English speaking club, seem to be irrelevant to the Ielts test. But as I was saying, these are ways through which you can have regular contact with English to develop proficiency, which is closely associated with how well you perform on the test. So please let your interest choose what you want to read and watch, and fill your Facebook and YouTube with a wide range of content in English. Ingredient number 4. No sacrifice, no flying high. It's hard to set aside plenty of time to revise for the exam without affecting your timetable or routine. Usually you have to give up something important to get what you think is more important. Let me tell you how I managed to get through the TOEFL IBT exam 5 years ago. That was a tough period of time. I quit job and stayed at home for 3 months just to study for the exam. As I lived on my savings, I was on a tight budget. I limited myself to only one get-together per week, abstained from video games, and spent about 10 hours a day sweating over practice tests. Sometimes I felt really tired and skeptical of my chances of winning. But to banish those feelings from my mind, I thought about how an excellent score would benefit me in terms of income and career prospects. You know, that thought was like a magic potion which immediately restored my will and gave me power to soldier on. In the end, all my efforts paid off. I got 113 over 120 points in a TOEFL IBT exam. I accepted an attractive job offer shortly afterwards. And when I received my first month's salary, I was really happy that I was earning much more than before. So ask yourself, are you willing to make sacrifices to give yourself a better tomorrow? So these are the golden principles that helped me pass the Ielts test with flying colors. I hope that this video is not only enlightening but also relatable and inspiring. Thank you for watching.